Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This video will be about the usual day-by-day astrology predictions for month of April, starting from, of course, the first lunar day, which is the second lunar day, which is actually 1st of April. A very interesting lunar month, hard to describe. So many events are happening, especially during the first week of April. I will explain to you what is happening, how I see this influencing us. We will also be looking at each of the lunar days, day by day, so that you can eventually predict some or plan some of your daily activities. In the meantime, before I start describing the month and then looking into each of the lunar months, I would like to invite you, if you like, to subscribe to my new channel. The link will be under this video. It is called Krasi's Lifestyle. There I decided to share with you it is all astrology. There I will not be posting astrological videos or classes or lectures, but to tell you honestly, my life is astrology, meaning that I am planning my events with astrology. So there will be more about my farm, my animals. I would like to show you. Eventually, some of the interesting Bulgarian volcanic neighborhood, some sacred places in Bulgaria I will show you. Eventually, some very exotic Bulgarian dishes, planting, mountains, whatnot in Bulgaria. So this is my channel. If you like, you can subscribe. Of course, direct astrological videos, like I said, I will not be posting there, but I will be telling you how, for example, some planetary days help our routine. So this is what I'm thinking of doing. So thank you for your attention. And now we're starting with the interesting lunar month of April. So many things are happening. On 5th of April, Mars is leaving Sidereal Gemini and is entering Cancer. 5th of April. Only one day after, the invisible Saturn is entering Pisces. Then only a week after, Venus is becoming direct. And also, in the same time, Uranus is leaving Aries to enter Taurus, sidereal, of course, coordinates. So you see, it is what a month. It is very hard to describe, to analyze these celestial events. So, starting from the first, Mars entering Cancer. We had this situation already in the last months of the winter, if you want. Mars in Cancer. Mars in Cancer classically is fallen. In the high vibrations of Mars in Cancer, actually he can make people very driven to spirituality or to their homes, or to be, let's say, in their comfort zones, to be more introvert, to their mothers. In the heavy manifestations of these martial energies in Cancer, Mars can cause troubles in people's houses, homes, emotional disharmony, heavy emotional disharmony because of the nature of Cancer. Mars can make people very nervous, even depressed. One day later, so on 5th of April, Mars is entering Cancer. One day later, Saturn invisible is entering Pisces, and guess what? He's conjoining Rahu. This is big. The good thing from the whole changes of signs of the two planets, the good thing is that they will be forming trine. So they will be in the water trine. This is good because even though there is this belief in the ancient astrology that even trine from malefic planets can be difficult, still I would like to be a bit more positive, and I believe this will give us strength and courage. But in the meantime, we will have affliction of two water signs. This can be pretty chaotic, disharmonious on people's emotions. This I think is very possible because the ruler of Pisces, Neptune, is also there. So the invisible Saturn is entering Pisces and is conjoining with Rahu. Historically, this has always been heavy and would change courses of events. If the main topic of the world are the wars, this may change the courses of the wars. Now, let me remind to you the previous appearance of Mars last May took place in Pisces around the degrees of Saturn, Rahu, not exactly, but in the first term of Pisces. So Rahu and Saturn will meet quite near the placement of the first appearance of Mars back in May of 2024, when we had change of the courses of the war. The war changed its display, its theater. So now we will witness another change. Some, texts, I've been researching this conjunction a lot. Some texts would say this is a change in the course of events to such a degree that if there is a war, the war stops. I don't think that the war will stop. I think that the way they play the theater of the war will stop, and we can have involvement of seas, water, possible water disasters, possible water floods, possible heavy rains, very heavy rains. Let me remind to you that Saturn is invisible and he may manifest his energies after 30th of April. So in April the situation is happening, but after 30th of April we will see exactly what this conjunction of the two invisible planets, Rahu and Saturn, means. Luckily, on 14th of April, Venus is becoming direct. She will be helping us better financially. I love Venus direct because when she enters Pisces again, because on the 14th of April, she's becoming direct backwards in the last degrees of, not backwards, she's entering while retrograde, she's entering Aquarius, and in the very last degree of Aquarius she becomes direct, and then only day after 14th of April she enters Pisces again. This is fine because she will soften the energy of Saturn. This is so important. Saturn loves Venus. I keep repeating this because I know it matters. So this is so important. April will be month that will mark, the whole year 2025. Then we have the change of sign of Uranus. I made video on this and I will emphasize this change with another video too. So Uranus is entering Taurus. Let me tell you about this. I made separate videos on this, and there are no enough videos to cover the energy of Uranus. Pluto is divine truth. Neptune is divine love. Uranus is divine wisdom, but in the higher vibrational realms. In the low vibrational realms, Uranus would be sudden drastic changes, lack of humanity, attaching to the electronic world, to artificial intelligence. These are the low realms, the low vibrations, drastic changes with very negative effect. This would be Uranus. The name, which is clearly clear, divine wisdom, says that if we apply divine wisdom, if we connect with the sky, because Uranus is also got Anu, this is the planetary ruler of very high hierarchy. If we connect with the sky, if we vibrate very high, not in the realm of fears and anxieties and worries and aggression eventually, because the sudden shifts that Uranus can create could also be very drastic and aggressive, then actually we have the chance to learn to really work on our consciousness, to connect with the Creator, to connect with ourselves, to find who we really are. We can go only in good direction if we are connected with Uranus. Let me tell you another thing. He cannot be fallen or exalted wherever he is. He's always a ruler, because we're talking about somebody, a spirit of very high hierarchy. So we cannot say, oh, Uranus is exalted in Scorpion, he's fallen in Taurus, because this is not true. He is exalted everywhere. This is what I will tell you. So he in Taurus, in the low vibrational realms, this will cause dramatic changes on the cattle, on domestic animals, and the matrix will come up with more and more death, and they will come up with more and more reasons to destroy animals. In the high vibrational realms, this will be new knowledge related to good results in agriculture, involving the innovative methods, maybe of even the artificial intellect, but for good. So this can be something very good. In the low vibrational realms, this can apply this electronic money which they're planning. In the high vibrational realms, this can be new professions, new inventions related to youth, beauty, food industry. In the low vibrations, this will be destruction of the human food and replacing it with somebody, I don't know what. So this can be very interesting. So Uranus will be in Taurus, and we will be having bisextile with Saturn, Uranus, Mars. And in this meantime, bisextile also to Pluto in Capricorn. So this can be these are such important times for our consciousness. We should be thankful for choosing this momentum to live in and to share with each other. So I believe this is good, ladies and gentlemen. So what I was telling you is, try to stay in the high vibrational realm. Try to connect with nature. You don't need to have gardens to plant tree or flower. You can do it just everywhere, anywhere. Or you don't need to have your garden, but you can walk on in the forests, seas, mountains. This is what we can do. So this can be very benevolent. Depends how we approach it, how we behave towards ourselves. So these are the main things, and they all happen in April. Very interesting. And in the beginning of the lunar year, because I was mentioning yesterday, my video of yesterday, of the new beginning of new year, which is basically today, 31st of yesterday, 31st of March is the first lunar day, 1st of Nisan. So let's start with 1st of Nisan, 31st of March. 1st of Nisan was yesterday. 1st of Nisan. is 30th of March actually. So Monday, let's see, Monday 31st of March. So we're already looking at actually Tuesday, which is Tuesday, second lunar day, 1st of April. Second lunar day, 1st of April. What is going on? On the 1st of April, the day will be still influenced by this first appearance of the moon in Aries. This is day of Mars. Just to remind to you, we look also at the rulers of every planetary rulers of every lunar day so that we connect with nature. This is also what my new channel is all about, connection with nature, my personal connection with nature too. So, day of Mars. If you decide in the mornings to welcome the sea, you face east and you know it's day of Mars, you imagine the aura, the red aura around yourself, which is giving you good energy, good courage and motivation. And it is a red aura and you can wear a stone, a ruby. This is day of Mars. And the moon is also in very martial degrees, which are a little bit challenging degrees. This day is very good for agriculture, to plant to plant not rooty but vegetables which grow above the soil, above the surface of the ground. It is great to plant trees and flowers. This will be valid for the first 14 days. On my channel, other channel was showing you how I was planting my tomato plants yesterday on 1st of Nisan, and I will continue planting a little, bit by bit. I cannot do this all day. I don't have the times, but 1 hour a day I will spend to plant my tomato plants. So maybe you can use this momentum to do the same. So the day is good for such beginnings, for starting sports activities, for new businesses. I am not very sure if the date is so appropriate. For medical interventions, no, but for sports activities, for people who do yoga, for example, for such activities, the day can be benevolent. I don't see dangers in this day. You may travel eventually. Even though Mercury is fallen, retrograde, he's not so much supporting commerce, finances, but you can travel for pleasure. Specific new beginnings in commerce, I don't think would be appropriate on this day. Then we have third lunar day on 2nd of April, which is Wednesday, day of Mercury. You welcome the sun, you know Mercury is ruling the day, Hermes, day of great knowledge. You imagine, you welcome the sun, you imagine a greenish aura around yourselves, and you can wear emerald. Now on this day, the moon is very well placed for some commercial activities, not with great results, because also new beginnings I wouldn't recommend. Design work, beauty procedures, if not invasive, you can do. The moon is not really afflicted and is forming good aspect with Venus. You can travel, you can medical interventions, like I said, not really. Then we have Thursday, 3rd of April, which is 4th lunar day. Good aspect, very good aspect between moon and Jupiter. Important, powerful new lunar day. Day of Jupiter, you welcome the sun. You know, Jupiter is ruling the day. You imagine yellowish, orangey aura around yourself, and you can wear citrine. On this day, beauty procedures, new beginnings related to gardening, beauty, planting, flowers, trees. You may get very good results. Design work, medical procedures only if they're not invasive, you can do actually. You can travel. And this is about 3rd of April. Then we have 4th of April, 5th lunar day, also quite powerful. Good for some, commercial work. You may have, you may feel well to do this, but great results from this particular placement of Mercury with Rahu, a retrograde, fallen, invisible. We cannot really expect, but still it's an interesting lunar day for studying, knowledge sharing, teaching. This is Friday, day of Venus. You welcome the sun. Venus is ruling the day. You imagine pink aura around yourselves, and you can wear pink quartz. No medical interventions on this day are appropriate, and also not new beginnings. Then you have 6th of April. This is already 6th of Nisan, 6th lunar day. Now the moon is conjoined one of the passing through the degrees of the great twins, especially one of the great twins, Castor. Spiritual day, great to teach others, to study. Already on this day, Saturn is entering Pisces, important changes. Uranus is in the last degrees preparing to enter Taurus, so big things indeed. Medical interventions, no, we have affliction, traveling, studying, teaching mainly. This is Saturday, day of Saturn. You welcome the sun. You know Saturn is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is amethyst color, and you can wear amethyst. Travel, you can do commercial activities, but maybe for preparing to get better results later on. Now you have, sorry, this was for 5th of April. I heard it. 6th of April is now, 6th of April, which is already Sunday. 6th of April, pretty much the same situation, a bit disharmonious. We need to be careful. This is Sunday, 6th April, 7th lunar day. I wouldn't recommend travel, negotiations. Just do routine work, your routine commercial, let's say, or studies. No medical interventions, no new beginnings. You may plant, of course, or do any agriculture work. Stay away from conflicts, risky situations. This is day of the sun. You welcome the sun. You imagine the orangey red aura of the sun, which is giving you blessing, power, courage, and you can wear red garnet. Now 7 April, Monday, 8th lunar day. Powerful moon, but Mars is also entering, the sign of the moon. What is typical for this day? First of all, moon day, day of the moon. You welcome the sun. Moon is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is greenish, and you can wear a pearl. This is day of fertility, planting anything which grows above the ground, not yet the rooty vegetables. Medical interventions you can do only if they are not invasive. Homework, fixing your house, paying attention to your parents, to your mother. Travel, not so appropriate on this day. This is about 7th of April. So we are continuing with the 7th of April, 8th lunar day. Similar things, ladies and gentlemen, what I just told you for the previous lunar day. We need to be a little bit careful if you will be doing medical interventions, not invasive. Working in your house, doing agriculture, studying spiritual practices is fine. And now we continue with 9th lunar day, which is 8th of April. This is Tuesday, day of Mars. You welcome the sun. Mars is ruling the day. You imagine red aura around yourself, very healing, giving you positive energy. You can wear a ruby. This day, again, fruitful for planting, agriculture, spiritual practices, non-invasive medical practices, new beginnings. Well, I am not really I don't think this day is appropriate for any new beginnings, but spiritual work, some spiritual practices for yourself, planting, agriculture is fine, non-medical interventions, travel you can. If you want, the day is appropriate for that. And now let's look at 9th of April, which is Wednesday, 10th lunar day, day of Mercury, Hermes. You welcome the sun, you know Hermes is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is greenish and you can wear an emerald. This day actually very good for some medical interventions you can do, new beginnings. You can actually work on your courage to enhance your courage, to fight melancholy. You welcome the sun, and you know Mercury great for knowledge, for studying, for teaching, sharing. You can your knowledge. You can travel, planting. Yes, for such matters the day would be wonderful. Travel you can do, new beginnings related to studies, enlightenment. Yes, this could be fine. Then 10th of April, Thursday, 11th lunar day. Day great for astrology. You can start astrology studies or other esoteric science studies. This is Thursday, day of Jupiter. You welcome the sun. You know, Jupiter is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is orange, and you can wear yellow citrine or yellow aventurine, for example. This day great for, like I said, spiritual esoteric studies, fighting melancholy, meaning what? Through spiritual practices, let's say, connecting with nature, planting. So now medical interventions, some you can do. The day is fine actually. 11th of April, which is Friday, we're already approaching the full moon day. You can, you welcome the sun, you know, Venus is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is pink or light blue, and you can wear tourmaline. Now, on this day, medical interventions, no affliction you can do actually, but still with the, you know, too near Ketu, no, I wouldn't really recommend medical interventions. Spiritual practices, planting, and from this moment on, already on the next day, which would be Saturday, you can plant the rooty vegetables for during the next 14 days, trees also. But just to continue, for 11th of April, on this day, be careful when you travel and don't get involved into risky situations, and no medical interventions. For sure not. Now we are approaching, not yet, the full moon day, 12th of April, 13th lunar day, Saturday, day of Saturn. You welcome the sun. You imagine the sun is ruling your day. You imagine Saturn is ruling your day. You imagine aura, which is amethyst color, and you can wear blue sapphire. This day, be careful when you travel, when you negotiate. Great to study, to do your agriculture work, spiritual work, teaching, studies. Travel, be a little bit careful, and be careful not to get involved into risky situations. And Sunday, finally, we have our full moon day. The moon will be in Virgo, Sidereal, and the sun is in the last degrees of Pisces. It's very special lunar day. Not everyone is enjoying the full moons. For some people, they are very fruitful. Not everyone perceives the full moons this way, but actually you can do studies, spiritual practices. You can traveling, actually you may, no afflictions really, you may travel. New beginnings on the full moon or surgical interventions, no. I wouldn't really recommend. Also during the previous day, I wouldn't recommend. This is Sunday, you welcome the sun is ruling us. You imagine the aura of the sun around yourself, reddish, and you can wear red garnet on this day. This day, full moon, is great for knowledge. It's like a portal for knowledge. Can be very fruitful for spiritual work, teaching others, even some commercial activities. And now a waning moon already. This is 14th of April, Monday, 15th of Nisan, 15th lunar day. On this day, no medical interventions. We have heavy affliction of the moon from Mars, but you can arrange your house, do design work, surgical interventions, no. Travel, be careful. What else we can say? Yeah, design work, beauty work. You maybe you have the muse to create some beauty. Yes, this is day of the moon. You welcome the sun. The moon is ruling the day. You imagine greenish aura around yourself, and you can wear a pearl. 15th of April, Tuesday, 16th Nisan, 16th lunar day. On this day, non-medical interventions, not very heavy medical interventions you can do. Great for creating beauty, design work, mathematics, financial work, bookkeeping, accountancy, these types of things you can do. Medical interventions, yes, you can already do. Tuesday, day of Mars, you imagine, you welcome the sun, you imagine the red aura around yourselves, and you can wear ruby. Okay, for Tuesday. Now we have 16th of April, which is Wednesday, day of Hermes. You welcome the sun, you know. Mercury is ruling the day. You imagine greenish aura around yourselves, and you can wear emerald. Great day for medical interventions, non-invasive. There are some reasons why I say non-invasive, but for great knowledge, homeopathy, gathering herbs, great day. Knowledge, spiritual practices are very, very good. Working with natural gemstones or minerals or herbs. So this is Wednesday, 17th lunar day. Medical practices you can do, but not invasive. And now we are having the 17th of April, which is Thursday, 18th lunar day. It's the same things actually. Not very recommendable to do extreme medical surgical interventions, but to do different ways of healing, spiritual practices, herbalism, holistic medicine, also for activities like sports activities which will have spiritual connotation, also very nice. Thursday, day of Jupiter, welcome the sun. You know, Jupiter is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is orangey and you can wear citrine. We have now 18th of April, 19th lunar day, Friday. This day is very interesting, specifically good for herbalism, specifically good for gathering herbs, for planting rooty vegetables under the surface of the ground, vegetables, trees. Very good for spiritual practices, not very good for travel medical interventions. So this is a day of Venus. You welcome the sun. You know, Venus is ruling the day, and you can wear pink quartz. Now we are having 19th of April, which is Saturday, 20th lunar day. Already good day for completion of things, for completion of projects, completion of unresolved matters, let's say. Now you can really do some efforts to solve some matters, to get rid of some bad habits that you want to get rid of, to planting, of course, spiritual practices, very philosophical day. Medical interventions you can do. Actually, you can do on this day. This is Saturday, day of Saturn. You welcome the sun. Saturn is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is amethyst color, and you can wear an amethyst. Now we are having 20th of April, 21st lunar day, a little bit critical, but no serious afflictions. So for medical interventions, it's okay. You can travel, you can actually do some like I mentioned, some medical interventions are okay. You can do spiritual work, you can teach others, you can use the day to complete projects, complete some work, get rid of some bad habits. And so this is Sunday, day of the sun. You welcome the sun. You know sun is ruling the day. You imagine the red aura around yourself, and you can wear a ruby too. Okay, now we have already second, this was 20 lunar day, now it is the 22nd lunar day of 21st of April, which is Monday, day of the moon. This moon, not good for new beginnings, not good for medical interventions, good for planting, working with stones, gathering stones. Try a little bit to be a bit careful not to get involved into risky situations. The day is a little bit, not good for medical interventions. This is Monday, day of the moon. You imagine the aura of the... you welcome the sun, and you imagine the aura around yourself is greenish, and you can wear a pearl on this particular day. Now we have Tuesday, 22nd of April, 23rd lunar day. Similar, be a little bit careful, not good for medical interventions, not good to travel, not good to do, like I said, medical practices, but agriculture, working on the ground, building work, completion of building projects. The day is fine. Spiritual work, of course. This is Tuesday, day of Mars. You welcome the sun. You know Mars is ruling the day. You can imagine the aura around yourselves to be red, and you can wear a red coral, for example. Very appropriate. Now we are having the 23rd of April, which is Wednesday, day of Hermes, and this is already the 24th lunar day. Very good day for completion of stuff, completion of projects, completion of any work, planting again, rooting vegetables, trees, arranging your houses, building work, travel. Yes, now you can. Medical interventions, you can. This is day of Hermes. You welcome the sun. You know, Mercury is ruling the day. You imagine greenish aura around yourselves, and you can wear green aventurine, for example. Now we're having the 24th of April, Tuesday, 25th lunar day. Again, day good for medical interventions. You can travel, you can, not appropriate for new beginnings, but you can do a lot in your house, building work, a completion of tasks, completion of projects. And so this is day of Jupiter. Imagine Jupiter is ruling the day. You can imagine the yellowish aura around yourselves, and you can wear citrine on this day. What else you can do? Yes, resolving matters which need completion. Also, getting rid of some bad habits too, but mainly completion. And now 25th of April, which is Friday, 26th lunar day. Now these days quite similar. You can you welcome the sun. You know Venus is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is very light, and you can wear pink quartz on these days. Great to complete stuff, projects. Medical interventions are allowed. Oh no, the moon. Actually, yes. Medical interventions are allowed. Yes. Travel, you can do spiritual work, helping others. This is Saturday. This is Friday. Okay. And now let's look at 26th of April, Saturday, 27th lunar day. This is the last day of the lunar visibility. Great to complete stuff. Medical interventions I don't recommend. New beginnings totally not. It's a date of a little bit of attention. This is Saturday, you welcome the sun. Saturn is ruling the day. You imagine the aura around yourself is again amethyst color, and you can wear amethyst. And now we will have the days of lunar invisibility. 27th of April, 28th of April, and 29th of April. 3 days when the moon, actually on the 29th in the evening, the moon appears. So we've got 2 days of lunar invisibility. And then on 28th of April in the evening, on 1st of Iru, Babylonian, this is the second month of the year, the moon appears. Again in Aries, but this time in the last degrees of Aries. Not peaceful timing, ladies and gentlemen. But these 2 days of lunar invisibility, we cannot do much. I wouldn't recommend travel or medical interventions or new beginnings. I hope this was interesting for you, hopefully useful. Maybe you can plan your routine based on some of this information. All the best. I wish you. Bye-bye.